Hello, welcome to Daniel Maths Academy. Today we're looking at Friday JAMB Maths. This is a math series with Daniel, right? So, hello, if you're joining us new, we would like you to kindly, join our community by subscribing to our channel. Hit the subscription button, right, and then remember to turn on the notification bell to get more posts from us. And also, I would like you to drop your comment for the topic you want us to, work on next, and then we're going to continue from that. Don't forget to share this video to people that this video would help. With all of that out of the way, let's get started. Okay, question 1 begins by saying that a bookseller sells mathematics and English books. If 30 customer buys mathematics books, 20 customer buys English, and 10 customers buys two books, how many customers has he all together? Now this question is a question that involves sets. All right, so we could use the Venn diagram method to solve this. Using the Venn diagram method, what we need to do is to represent this. All right, so remember here we said that we have to have two books majorly. We have so let's look at this. We have maths, we have English, all right, and then we have both. So that's basically what we have. So this is a set. Okay, this contains of two sets. Here we have this set, and here we have the second set, all right, overlapping on it. Now, so what do we have? And this set is a set of M for math, and this is a set for English. Remember that? Now, from there, we are told that we have 30 people that bought mathematics. So mathematics is 30, all right, so we're going to have this to be 30, and then English is 20. Now, remember that mathematics is the whole of this region, right? The whole of this region. And English is the whole of this region here. Now, you see that there's an overlap between mathematics and English at this region here, all right? Now, so this region is mathematics and English. Now, if you look at the question here, we're told that both bought how many books? 10 books. So this is 10. So let's start from this point. If 10 people bought both mathematics and English, and then we're now looking for how many people bought only mathematics, all right? Only mathematics is going to now become um 30 minus 10. So 30 minus 10, so that's going to give us this, all right? So we can now say this point is going to be 30 minus 10, so this is going to be 20, and this point is going to be what? 20 minus 10, this is going to be 10. So we're looking for how many customers does he have all together, all right? So therefore, the total number of customers he has together altogether is going to be 20. That is number. Use the set diagram method, all right? That will be number. So total, that is going to be number of total customers he has, all right, which is you, is going to be number of people that bought mathematics plus number of people that bought English, and then plus number of people that bought both mathematics and English. So that's going to give us, for mathematics alone, yeah, that's 20, plus for English that is 10, and then for math and English that is 10. So this is going to leave us with 40. So the total number of people that he has is equal to 40. Correct option to that question you can see from here is option B. All right, so that's the answer to that question. Let's quickly move on to the second question. Here in the second question, we are told that if X is a set of elements such that n squared plus 1, all right? So x, let's look at this. So x is a set of elements, right, governed by the formula n squared plus 1 for a set of values where n is equal to 0, 2, and 3, right? And then we have here that y is a set of elements where n plus 1, where y is a set of n plus 1, okay, when n is equal to 2, 3, and 5, all right? Find x. So we're looking for x intersection y. X intersection y. So let's move on from that. Now, first of all, we need to express that of x properly. Now, so for x, we have that x is equals to, so we're going to substitute for each of these values for 0. So when n is 0, so we're going to do that. First of all, this is going to be for x, So this is going to become this way. So for x, when n is 0, 2, and 3. So what are we going to get for the values of x? So that's going to become, so this is going to be 0 square plus 1. The first element is going to be 1. 0 square is 0 plus 1. When it is 2, when n is 2, we substitute 2 here. This is going to be 2 square, which is 4 plus 1. That's going to be 5. And then for the last one, this is 5. Remember, for the last one, we want to substitute the value of n to be 3. 3 square is 2. 3 square is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. So this is going to be 10. All right. So all of our set of values for y. So for x is 1, 5, and 10. Now let's go for y. So for y, what we're going to have is that when n is equal to 2, 3, and 5, so we have that y is going to be a set of elements. So for the first one, n is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3. So the first element is going to be 3. For the second value, n is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. And for the third value, 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. So substitute that. Now you can see that our set of values for x intersection y, x intersection y is going to give us, we have the first set to be 1, 5, 10, intersection of now for that of y will have 3, 4, 6, 3, 4, and 6. Okay, so if we do that, we'll see that x intersection y, intersection is a set of elements that belongs to both elements that belong to both sets. So let's look for elements that belongs to both sets. There's 1 here, there's no 1 here, so take that out. There's 5 here, and there's no 5 here. Take that out. There's 10, there's no 10 there. So you see, there's no element that matches. So the best answer to that question is going to be that it's a null set. There's no element since it's an empty set, right? So the option to that question is option C. It is a null set. There's nothing common in this element. So that is how we solve the question, and we move on to the next question. Question number 3. Here we have this question says, if 2x squared, so let's have this question written out. If 2x squared minus kx minus 12 is divided by x minus 4. Now take note, this question is from quadratic equation. We look at that the topic is quite, and you could see this as quadratic equation. Now what do we do here? We have to first of all note, so we equate from here to find x, to find k, we equate x minus 4, which is one of the solution, right, to be 0. If we do that, we can see here that x will be equal to 4, all right? So since x is equal to 4, we substitute the value of x equals to 4 to solve this equation, all right? And we set everything to 0. So this is going to become 2 into x is 4 square minus k 4 minus 12 is equal to 0. Okay, so now you can see here that 4 square is 16. 16 times 2 is 32. 32 minus k times 4 is going to be 4k, and then you see minus 12 is equal to 0. So 32 minus 12, this is going to give us 20. So 20 minus 4k is equal to 0. So 20 is equal to 4k moves over here. This sign changes to plus, equals to 4k. Then to find k, we divide both sides by 2, by 4, which is the coefficient of k. So 4k divided by 4 is equals to 20 divided by 4. 4 takes off 4, we have that k is equals to 5. So the answer to this question here, we have that k, the value of k is equal to 5. Pause the video and then remember to go over the video again where you don't understand. If you have any question, please hit the comment section and drop your question. All right, now if you're finding value in this video, don't forget to share this video to people that need this video. All right, also hit the subscription button and then subscribe, like the video so that you can get to people that we need to really get to. If there's any topic that you'd like us to share with you, kindly drop the topic or write on the comment section, and that will be settled. All right, let's move on to the next question. And in the next question, don't forget, this is Friday Jam Maths with Daniel Maths Academy. So the next question we have here says, if alpha and beta are the roots of the equation 3x squared plus 5x minus 2, and that is equal to 0, find the value of 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. This topic is from roots of equation in quadratic equation. So let's look at this equation one more time. This equation here says that we have 3x squared plus 5x minus 2. All right, this is equals to 0. So what do we do? Remember that we are told to find 1 over alpha. So 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. So we have to solve this. So find the root of the equation. The LCM is alpha beta. Then now alpha into alpha beta, this is going to give us beta, plus beta into alpha beta is going to give us alpha. So we can resolve this equation to be equal to alpha plus beta divided by alpha beta. Now from the roots of an equation, we have a formula that we can use to determine this. This, remember, so this is a so alpha beta is equals to C over A. Now this is A. Remember, this in this equation, this is A, this is B, and this is C. So if we use that, we'll discover that alpha beta, C is minus 2 over A is 3. So alpha beta is minus 2 over 3, and then alpha plus beta is equals to minus B over A. So let's look at this is B, all right? B is 5, so minus B is going to be minus 5 divided by A is 3. So you see that alpha plus beta is equal to minus 5 over 3. Now let's go back. Remember, the equation says we should find what? Alpha. We are asked to find 1 over alpha plus beta, which 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta is equals to alpha plus beta divided by alpha beta. All right, so alpha plus beta is minus 5 over 3. Now this is divided by alpha beta is minus 2 over 3. So if we do this mathematics, this is going to give us minus 5 over 3, multiply, this goes up, a denominator goes up to become numerator, and then a numerator comes and this becomes minus 2. All right, so minus takes away minus, what will left? 3 takes away 3, and you can see that from there we're left with 5 over 2. So the answer to this question is 5 over 2, which is option D. So all right, this is the answer solution to this question. We move over to the next question. Now in the next question, we're asked to factorize this question completely. So what do we do? First of all, look at this. Look at this equation. Something is similar. So let's look at this first of all here. This is going to be 4x plus 3, all right, all square minus 3x minus 2y all square. If you see that this is familiar or the same, or this is almost close to what we know as difference of 2 squared, which is a square minus b square. So how do we expand this? We have to use the concept of um squares of difference difference of 2 squares to solve this. What is going to give us if we expand a square minus b squared is going to give us a plus b and a minus b. In this equation, we would like to liken a. So a is equal to 4x plus 3, and our b is equal to 3x minus 2y. All right, so if we plug this in from here, we'll have a plus b. So that's going to be a is 4x plus 3, and then plus b is 3x minus 2y. Okay, and then we'll have open brackets, a again is 4x minus 3, 4x plus 3. All right, then we'll have minus into b is 3x minus 2y. So this is what we'll have. Now let's move on to expand this. Expanding this, we take like times 4x plus 3x is going to give us 7x 3. So this and this. Okay, so take note please, this is okay, let's look at this. 4x plus, please, this 3y, please take note, this 3y, please. Okay, let's complete this very well. So don't make a mistake. This is 3y. Okay, so 3y minus 2y, this is, and then y we have here, this is 4x. Okay, so let's expand this. So this is going to give us 4x plus, so what we have here, this is 3y, remember, plus 3y. If we expand this, minus times this is going to give us minus 3x, minus times this is going to give us plus 2y. So if we take this further, this is going to give us 7x plus y, and this is going to take like terms. 4x minus 3x is going to give us x. 3y plus 2y is going to give us plus 5y. Okay, so this is what we have, 7x plus y, and then we'll have here x plus 5y. So let's look at this, 7x plus y and then x plus 5y. The correct option to that question is option A. So you can see that's how we've been able to factorize this question completely. Don't forget that we use the concept of difference of two squares and then apply the concept expanded. Then we came to take like terms, and that's how we eventually got our final answer. All right, remember to pause the video and then go over the video again so that you can get clarity. Let's move over to the next question. In the next question, you're told that three brothers in a business deal shares the profit at the end of a contract. All right, this is a contract, please. Now the first receive 1/3 of the profit. So three brothers share a deal at the shares a deal. Okay, have a business and the deal share the profit at the end of the day. All right. So let's begin this question. Let the profit shared be T. All right. Let's use the term let the profit be shared BT, all right? Or we could say let the profit be P, all right? So let's say the profit be P. Now, the first receive 1/3 of the profit. So, okay, so you see that the first receive 1/3 of the profit. So what is 1/3 of the profit? So 1/3 of the profit is going to give us 1/3 P, all right? So the first person, so first took 1/3 of the profit. And the second, okay, so if this is 1/3 of the profit, then the question is, what is left? What is left? All right. If the first person takes 1/3 of the profit, then what is left? So remainder after first person has taken, so the remainder will be 1 minus 1/3p. After the first person has taken 1/3 of the profit, now then the remainder after the first person taking the profit is going to be 1 minus 1/3p, and this will give us 3 times 1 is 3, 3 minus 1 is going to give us 2/3p. So this is the remainder. Take note because we need to work with the remainder. This is the remainder. Now we are told that the second person takes 2/3 of the remainder. Second person takes 2/3 of remainder, and if we do that properly, you know that it's going to give us 2/3 of what, of 2 over 3. This is 2/3 of this. Okay, so if we do this, this will give us 2/3 of its times, right? So 2/3. Now what is going to give us? This is going to give us 4/9. All right, so this is going to give us 4/9. So the second person took 2/9 of the remainder. Okay, see that? Which is of the remainder. So this of the remainder. Now, then the third person takes what? The third person received 12,000, receive 12, the remaining 12,000. So what is that going to give us? Now this is the remainder. So now let's look at that. For the third person, what we're going to get as a remainder after the second person has taken. So let's look at remainder after second person. So let's say remainder after second person is going to give us right, so that's going to give us 2/3p minus 4/9p. Okay, so this is going to be 2/9, 2/3p minus 3p. So let's do this mathematics. What are we going to get? Look for the LCM. So this LCM is going to give us, so we move on here, this is going to give us 9, and then move 3 into 9 is going to be 3. 3 times 2p is going to be 6p, minus 9 into 9 is 1. 9 times right, 4p is going to be 4p. So 1, so 6p minus 4p, this is going to give us 5p. This is p, please. 5p over 9. All right, so this is what we have. Okay, please take note about that. This calculation is so we had a little mistake here. 6p minus so already 4p. 6 minus 4 is going to be 2p, so it is 2p over 9. Please take note of that. All right, now so let's move on to the next page to continue this solution. Now, so remember that now we've gotten the remainder after the second person. Now, so but now we are told that the third person receives the remaining. Okay, so after the second person have taken, this is what is left. This is the remainder. Okay, this is the remainder. Okay, now so this is the remainder. So the third person takes 12,000 off the remainder. Now what that means is that the third person is going to take, so third person will take 2p over 9, which is the remainder of 12,000. Okay, now so what we do there, we'll solve this using mathematical expression. This is going to click on 2p over 9 is equals to 12,000. All right, so if you cross multiply, this is going to give you 2p is going to give you equal to 9 times 12,000. Right, and 2p from there will give you 9 times 2 is 18, 8 carry 1, and 9 times 1 is 9, plus 1 is 10, so this 108, okay, thousand. So p will be 108,000 divided by 2. Right, divided by 2. So if you divide that, p would give you 54,000 naira. So the answer to this question is 54,000 naira, which is option B. Consider here, option B is the answer to the question. Don't forget, first of all, in this kind of question, what you need to do is to assume a later to be the profit, right? Then you start from there to analyze the question. Don't forget to pause the video and go over the video again for clarity. Right, let's look at the next question now. In the next question, we're looking at question number 6. Determine the area of the region bounded by y is equal to, determine the area bounded by the region y is equal to 2x squared plus 10 and y is equal to 4x plus 16. Okay, now to get the area bounded by this region, we need to equate both part of both equations together. So if we do that, that is going to give us 2x squared plus 10 is equal to 4x plus 16. We'll move on from there. This is going to give, take like term, this is going to give us 2x squared. So from here, this is going to give us 2x squared minus 4x plus. Okay, so from here, we'll see that if we move on from this to factor this, so see that the factor here is 1. 1 times minus 3, so that's going to give us minus 3. What are the roots of, what are the factors of minus 3? 1 and 3. Right, so see that there's a minus sign 1, so minus 1 times 3, this is going to give us, and so see that our values of x is equal to minus 1, and x is equal to 3. So these are the values that we have for x from here. So you can always use this to get a short cut or right to that. Since it's JAMB exam, you need to be fast and also be accurate. Now these are the, so this is going to become our upper and our lower limit. So our upper boundary is going to be 3 and our lower limit is going to be minus 1. So at this point, what we need to do now is to find the integral of this to upper boundary. So we're going to find the integral, all right, for 3 and minus 1, right, for the equation, which is the upper one is going to be 4x. So let's just quickly write out the formula for that so that you can understand that. So the formula is going to be that the area is going to be the integral, okay, of b and a, all right, for upper function minus lower function. Okay, now if we do that, this is going to give us the integral of 3 minus 1 of the upper function is 4x plus 16, right, minus the lower boundary is 2x squared plus 10. So this is what we have. So if we move on further from this, is going to give us 3 minus 1 of 4x plus 16. If we open that bracket, that's going to give us minus 2x squared and then minus 10. If we move on from that, that is going to give us integral of 3 minus 1, 4. Don't forget that this is going to be dx, okay? All of that is going to give us dx. So this is going to give us all dx, okay? Now, so this is going to give us, so this is going to become minus 2s. We're writing them in order of quadratic equation. Rearranging them properly, this is going to give us minus 2x squared, which is this. The next value is going to be plus 4x. 16 minus 10, that's going to give us 6 plus 6. Okay, now this is going to give us dx. So now we're going to integrate this equation with respect to x to find the definite integrals from here. So okay, now let's move on. So to continue in that space, we need to move on to the next page. So remember, we're asked to find the integral between 3 minus 1, 4 minus 2x squared, 4 minus 2x squared plus 4x, and then we'll have minus 6. Let's see that. We'll have plus 4 plus 6. Okay, plus 6 and dx. Now what we're going to do quickly is to move on to integrate. If we integrate this, this is going to give us so this is going to give us, remember, minus 2x 2 plus 1 divided by 2 plus 1. Then for integrating 4, that's going to give us plus 4x is 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1. And then if we integrate 6, it's going to give us 6x. All of this is going to be for upper boundary 3 and minus 1. So we'll move on from that. That's going to give us minus 2x raised to the power 3 divided by 3 plus 4x raised to the power 2 divided by 2 plus 6x. Okay, all of this is between the boundary of 3 and minus 1. So if we simplify this further, this is going to give us minus 2x cubed over 3 plus 2x squared. This is 1, this is 2, and then plus 6x. So all between the boundary of 3 and minus 1. So this is going to quickly give us, so this we're going to have two intervals, right? The first interval is where we're substituting 3 in place of x, and the second interval is we're going to substitute minus 1 in place of x. So that is going to give us minus 2 into 3 raised to the power 3 divided by 3 plus 2 raised to the power 3 all square plus 6 into 3. All right, now this is what we have.